I'm Wickam, and this is My Talent Forge Quick Tip of the Week. Now, it's more of a question than it is a quick tip, because the question is, what is all that technique practice good for? Why do I spend hours practicing scales and arpeggios and different etudes and things like that? What is the point? Well, I've got an answer for you, but I'd like to hear what your answers are about this either, because I think this is a discussion. This is an important question. Why do we practice the technique? Why is it that whether it's classical music or Indian music, there's a whole set of routines of becoming technically proficient that are set in place as the first step? Now, I'm not saying that that's right or wrong, that it's just one of the ways you can do this. So my belief and my understanding of this is that there is a certain level of technical proficiency that is required for this tool, whether it's a violin or a piano or a viola or a cello or a saxophone, becomes a useful means of expression. So, we learn to listen and to speak with our mouths, from a very, very, very young age. And, we learn to read a little later, and then we learn to, as we learn to read out loud, and we learn to memorize speeches and things like that. But on the violin or, whatever instrument you play, developing that proficiency is not an end unto itself. Developing that proficiency is a means to becoming proficient as a communicator, because you have to have a certain level of technical proficiency to be able to express the ideas that are going on in your head and your heart through your instrument. So the more adept you are technically, if you have something to say, the better you'll be able to say it. But if you don't have anything to say, it doesn't matter how technically proficient you are. If you don't listen, it doesn't matter how technically proficient you are, because you're not having a conversation. So don't forget that this is a means to an end and not an end unto itself. Technique is certainly useful, absolutely important, but technique without something to say and without listening is like a clanging cymbal or an empty gong. And that's your quick tip for this week. Have a great one.